didn't mention this in my introduction, but I live in Belgium. You know, that really tiny country that can't decide whether it wants to speak Dutch, French, or German. The country of which people always confuse the flag with Germany. The country famous for its fries, waffles, and chocolate.
And its beer!
Anyways, so living in Belgium does mean that English is not my first language. I have been learning English in school for about 4 years, but it's still pretty flawed. If I were to make mistakes, I would appreciate it if you politely pointed it out to me in the comments. That way I can improve and learn from my mistakes. But enough about wholesome topics like self-improvement. That's not what you guys are here for. So, living in Belgium has a couple pros and a couple cons, and I'm gonna talk about that. Pro, safe. Belgium is a pretty safe place. There's a bit of crime here and there, and in big cities you gotta watch out for pickpocketing. But overall, we're pretty good. Even if we're talking about natural disasters, we're doing good. I have never in my life seen an earthquake, hurricane, wildfire, or tornado in Belgium. I have seen floods, but I don't remember them ever being enough to even have to evacuate. Con. Not a lot of nature. I'm the type of person that loves nature. If you want to take me to a city trip, I'm probably gonna be bored half of the time. Invite me to a long walk and a picnic in the forest, then you can count me in. But Belgium doesn't have a lot of nature. All the cities are built pretty close together. But that does mean that you can go places very easily. For example, you can live in one city and go to a school that's 2 cities away. I know that's possible, because I do it, even though there are 2 high schools in my own city. Don't ask me why. Bro, good food. I remember a friend of my sister sending her a box with candy from America. She shared it with me, and overall, it was pretty good. But her friend also sent us chocolate. Don't give chocolate to someone from Belgium. When I tried it, I was just met with disappointment. We're famous for our chocolate with a reason. You gotta make sure you buy the right brand, though. Brussels Airport is the #1 selling point of chocolate around the world, selling more than 800 tons of chocolate a year. At least, according to this random article on Google from 2016. Probably accurate. Also, can I just talk about fries for a second? Why does everybody call them French fries? They're not from France. They're from Belgium. I looked it up, and according to Google, American soldiers stationed in Belgium were first introduced to fries during World War I. As the official language of the Belgian army was French, soldiers nicknamed it French fries. The name stuck, and decades later we're still giving credit to the wrong country. Okay, I get that French is one of the official languages of Belgium, and that it was the language they spoke in the military. But was it so hard to call them Belgian fries? Or just fries for that matter? To this day, France still gets way too much credit. I mean, the yellow of the fries is even in our flag, together with the black color of the pure chocolate and the red color of, the red color of, ketchup. The red color is ketchup. The red is ketchup for with your fries. Yeah, like, who doesn't like some ketchup with their fries? Ketchup, yeah. Moving on. Con. Animals. We have kangaroos. We have lizards. We have parrots. We have pigeons. Lots of pigeons. God. It seems as if almost every place has at least one cool animal. Want to know what the most common animals in Belgium are? Seagulls, crows, some boring birds of which I don't remember the names, worms, flies, mosquitoes, wasps, cows, sheep, horses, pigs, rabbits, and of course, pigeons. A lot of pigeons. These aren't all of them, but these are just the animals I see enough to know that they're common in Belgium and just the first ones that come to mind. If I look up what the coolest animals in Belgium are according to Google, we have number one, the common adder, who's been on the threatened species list since 1980. Yeah, not like you're actually about to see one of those. We've also got number 2, wolves. In 2011, the first wolf in over 100 years was spotted in Belgium. Fun fact about me, I love wolves. They're my favorite animals in the world. But they're, just like the common adder, not actually common. They're super rare and they've only been spotted at the complete opposite side of the country. So yeah, not like I will be seeing one of those either. The same goes for wildcats and the lynx. Extremely rare. But hey, at least I know they're out there, even if I'll never, ever, ever see them in my entire life. Con, weather. Our weather sucks. You know how people always complain about the weather in the UK? Well, Belgium's weather is pretty similar. Like, no, not kidding. Right now, it's freezing outside. It's like super misty. It's like -3 degrees. And yesterday it was raining way too much. Anyway, even though our weather is pretty sucky, it has changed a lot since I was a kid. Like, we don't get snow anymore. And we've been having droughts in summer. Global warming is a thing, people. Stop being stupid.
Okay, so a little note here from me. I recorded this in February? I think it was January. Just to give you an idea of how long it takes to make this video. It's summer now, but we did get snow this year in February after I recorded this. Here's a picture from my backyard. Yeah, that doesn't mean that global warming isn't real. It is. Weather still changed a lot. But yeah, we did actually get snow this year, so yeah.
Now, time for a speed round. Pro, the headquarters of the European Union are in our capital city, Brussels. That's pretty cool, I guess. Con, I live in a time zone where it's always the middle of the night if any of my favorite YouTubers do anything live. I always gotta watch afterwards. Pro, if you like visiting castles, we have a lot of those. Belgium has over 3,000 castles. That's a lot for a place that's just 30,689 square kilometers, according to Wikipedia at least. And that's about 11,849 square miles. Con, we have an extremely overcomplicated political system. I know we're not the only country with this problem, but it was surprisingly annoying to study for my exam. I think the biggest pro is the stuff that seems so normal that people don't always think about how grateful they should be to have it. Things that make life better, but that they just don't have everywhere. Stuff like good healthcare, the chance to go to school and a good education system, being able to go to college without being in debt for the rest of my life, the fact that I don't live in a war zone, the fact that I don't need to be scared every day about whether or not I'll see my family again, and my friends again. And in the end, isn't that what it's all about? Now, I still wanted to talk more about a lot of different things like issues with politics and speaking way too many languages in such a small country, but this video is getting pretty long and I don't have a lot of time to work on it because school is a thing, I guess. Anyways, I've been crapping a little on Belgium today, but I genuinely like living here. I don't think I'll ever move to another country. Sure, Belgium isn't perfect, but neither are all those other countries. You just gotta look at the positives.